blue beam blasters. Say that 5 times fast. Hello guys, it's the GIngernator, and today we're playing XCOM 2 with our Star Wars Let's Play with you guys as clone troopers. Now let's go ahead and begin. I'm really excited about this. We're going to watch this cutscene and get right into it.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher. 60 seconds.
Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
It's time the aliens and the rest of the Advent administration learn that we can hit them where it hurts. So we're moving into the city center to strike a high-profile target. Deploy and approach the designated position. Neutralize any hostile contacts and secure the site.
Alright guys, we are beginning now in XCOM 2. We have 4 clone troopers ready for the job right now. I like how the Advent Central Ward was set up in Chicago of all places. It's interesting. I guess this is a very populated area. In 20 years maybe we could have like multiple city centers here. But we have 4 clone troopers here. We don't actually know their names yet, although I'm pretty sure this is 5s right here. Good old Daniel Martin, as well as another 501st clone trooper and 2 shinies. Let's go and begin. Now our mission is going to be to sabotage the Advent Monument by blowing it up and taking out all the targets in the way.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Alright guys, we are beginning right now. Along our way there's a few different things. There's a building right here as well as like a little sniper tower thing here. The chaos is going on right now in the city from that explosion you guys just saw in the cutscene. So we're going to go take advantage of that and move in. Hopefully we won't be detected. Now who do we actually have here? We have Captain Derpy. We've got Creaky Solus, Daniel Martin, and Denial 246. Good old Potshot. So we got these guys here. Right now we are in concealment, if you're not familiar with XCOM 2. So if we do see some enemies, they're not going to instantly recognize us. At least as enemies. Unfortunately, these guys do have the basic firearms, because I wasn't able to change the loadouts before this first mission. But do not fret. After this first mission, they'll be equipped with blasters. The good old blue beam blasters. Say that 5 times fast. We're going to move these guys up one step at a time, kind of going nice, slow, and slow. We don't know where the enemy is quite yet, although I can only imagine they're on the other side of this building over here. So, at this point, we want to set our guys up in cover, just in case they are spotted by the enemy. Okay, no one yet. Let's go and hide behind this little projector here. Now, I think I want Daniel Martin here to be on Overwatch. This is a little area right here where he can be able to climb up and go up to the top here and be able to fire down upon our enemies. So let's bring him over here alongside this cool, sick freaking trike. Look at this thing. I've seen a lot of trikes in my area. And when I say trikes, if you guys are not familiar, what I mean is like a 3-wheeled motorcycle, but they're a bit more advanced than that. Not really giving it the credit they deserve in quotes. They're a bit silly. Let's just admit it, guys. They look pretty weird. They look, I mean, they're very futuristic, I guess, is the one positive to come out of here. We're going to go hide behind these stairs over here. We can't see anybody in the roof over here, so we know this is clear. Typically, no one would actually be on a roof like this. No enemies would be up here. We're still in concealment. We're just moving up low and slow. Hide behind this tree here. Still no enemies spotted. This is actually quite surprising. Okay, so we got these two guys here. We'll put these two on Overwatch. If you're not familiar, Overwatch is an ability that allows us to fire at any enemies that will be moving within our line of sight. Only if we're revealed, though. So if we see any guys in the next turn, we're not going to immediately start firing on them. We're going to wait until they move outside of cover to go for the strike. And there we go.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Okay, so we spotted our enemy just ahead. We can move in now. We definitely want to continue moving up slowly if we can. So let's go maybe like up here with Daniel Martin, just to get some better vision of the area. We loaded some crows over here. Okay, so we actually have a really good chance to hit. And this is why we wanted to go in the high cover. Height advantage gives us a nice hit bonus. So normally we would have 65% chance to hit, which is good, but not amazing. But now we have 85% chance, which is almost a guaranteed hit. I say almost. Stuff like that does happen. There are definitely cases in XCOM 2 where you should be able to hit the enemy, but then don't. So we're going to want to move these guys up a little bit. I think we're going to move this guy right here, Captain Derpy, along the left cover over here. And we'll want someone on the right flank, although we do want to keep these guys together. Hopefully these guys won't be on the move at all. So I'm going to move you up fairly close. Now, Potshot, where do I want you? I could put that Potshot up right here on this high cover. And I think I will. Now, the benefit of doing this is that you'll have a height advantage bonus for hitting enemies. Now, the negative part is that he is in half cover. And if you're not familiar with XCOM, what that means is that he only has a certain buff from the low cover. As, yeah, I guess, in contrast to the high cover. High cover has a negative 40 aim chance, whereas the low cover is a negative 20 aim chance. So if, let's say, base 50 and you're in low cover, they have a 30% chance to hit. But if you're in high cover and their base is 50, it'll be 10%, which is freaking amazing. Now we're going to set up Denial here on Overwatch. It will bring 5s up to a bit more of a better firing position. Now, whenever these guys engage, they're going to be coming this direction to come and engage our forces. So where do we want 5s? Is 5s going to be flanked from this side over here? I think he will. I'm a little concerned about his position, honestly. If I could set him up over here, that'd be best. But then it's going to be a little bit farther away to be able to hit the targets. I think I want to set him up right here. And I'll explain my reasoning why. The enemy is not going to want to progress past this line right here, right? they're not going to want to go past there because all of my allies right here will be able to gun them down when they do so. So they'll probably spread out. Maybe one guy right here, maybe over here, and maybe over here. Another possibility for this soldier is to move up into this high cover in this position. But if I were to set 5s up right here, they might want to flank around and they'll have a good line of sight against 5s. And I don't want that. I want to be able to protect my soldiers as much as possible. These are real people that I'm playing as right now. I think the only one who is not is, I'll have to double check it actually. Captain Derpy, Solis, Daniel Barton. Okay, so yeah, these are all people from my YouTube channel in one way or another. So let's look at Captain Derpy. Let's see if there's a better position for him. Actually, this is a really good position for him. He'll have good cover here for the left side and the right. Or sorry, he'll have a good line of sight to the right-hand side. And you'll have good cover to the left. And again, they won't want to move up past this point because then 5s will actually have a good line of sight against them. If they move up to this car, for example, 5s will be able to have a good line of sight. I'm taking this really slow, but it's important to do that to be able to get the most advantageous spot possible. Now, I actually don't want to set this guy up past the car. I don't like the idea of that. We're in a pretty good position to fire now. Let's actually see if we can fire a grenade towards these guys. It doesn't seem that we can. Or we can, but so that we want to. I'm actually going to change my mind. Let's move Captain Derpy up right here. It's a little bit of a risky spot. Okay, we actually just gained vision of the objective. And I'll show you why next turn. I don't believe these guys are going to move at all. And we'll keep these two down here close to each other. Okay, we just got vision of what appears to be some more troops and an officer.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Okay, this muddies things up for us a little bit. We have now 6 units on play, and we only have 4 soldiers ourselves. So I'm thinking we're going to want to chill for right now. Let's just chill, see what they have to offer. Now, what do I do with Captain Derpy? I can move him back. If these soldiers continue to wrap around this monument, as I believe they will, they'll eventually leave our line of sight. But as it stands right now, he has a great position to throw a grenade in here and take out 2 of these soldiers instantly. Now, we don't want to do that quite yet. We want the numbers advantage. Let's keep him here and see what the enemy decides to do. Did they really just not move? This is a bit risky then. Not a fan, guys. I'm not a fan. Let's try one more turn. Set everyone up on Overwatch. Again, whenever we do go loud, that Overwatch is going to be invaluable. Okay, let's go ahead and put... It's clear that the officer and that group over there is not going to move. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to trust that these 2 soldiers here will be able to use Overwatch and take out this guy right here. I'm going to move Captain Derpy to this position. This will give additional cover from the officer and the other 2 soldier escort over here by the objective. I'm going to throw a grenade, take out these 2 troopers at once, maybe this 3rd one because of the truck explosion. If you can see that both of the soldiers are kind of highlighted there, that means they're both going to be hit. Ooh, they're not both highlighted. I may have just tricked myself, guys. Okay, this complicates things. I thought I was going to hit both soldiers there with that, but I'm actually not. Okay. Ooh, I think we still go for it. We're going to go for this. Take out this 1 soldier right here, definitely. And then these 2 here will scramble for cover. Hopefully, the truck will instantly destroy this guy from the explosion, and I won't have to worry about it. But that's a hope. That's not a guarantee by any means. We're also taking out that high cover there from the truck, so hopefully they won't be able to use that against us. Okay, good. We took out... Ooh, loot destroyed. Whoops. Why did just a regular soldier have loot? Loot is something that some soldiers will have that they'll drop, and you can go pick it up, and it'll give you better upgrades and whatnot. Alright, missed. He's still moving. Nice. Good old Daniel Martin. No, that wasn't Daniel Martin. That was Denial. They got shot. Excellent. Promotion earned. Now, we did alert these soldiers over here. All my troopers are in decent cover for this, though. There you go. My boy Daniel Martin up there got a nice Overwatch shot on them. Earned himself a promotion. Okay, it looks like he was just marked. So what that does is it adds 15 chance to hit. Okay, thankfully it didn't matter. So because he's in high cover, it reduced it to for only 25 bonus. So let's say their base is 50, their chance to hit is 25. Most times their chance to hit is like 65, if I remember correctly, for these troopers here. Now, this guy is in pretty bad shape. He's being surrounded by 2 other soldiers. If we can take these guys out, we definitely should. But I'm not going to bank on it. I think we need to retreat this trooper down here. I need to get his name, Captain Derpy. It's a bit difficult to understand and recognize these soldiers without actually marking them. Like Daniel Martin right here stands out really well because of his 501st armor. But these shinies over here, and even Potshot doesn't really stand out that much. Potshot does, but everyone else is not. Okay, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Let's figure out what we want to do for the game plan. So I want to retreat this soldier back some, and then put him in high cover. So this is not quite the position we want. We could bring him all the way out of the fight, but we want to kind of bait the enemy into this. I'm thinking right here is a good spot, and then we can have him hunker down. So have him hop through the window there. And so what he has is he has a plus 40 defense bonus, and we're also going to have him hunkered down, which will give him a plus 30 defense bonus. So from being right here, it's 70 minus 15 from the marked status. So it's still pretty good, 55%. Now, we got these other troopers over here. We do have a height advantage, but they also are in low cover. And let's check out the other one. And he's actually in high cover over there. So we could go for this guy, that left advent trooper. This one, yeah, this clone trooper right here, really not a good position to try to engage these guys. We want to move them up, but we only want to move them to high cover. We will not accept anything less than that. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire on this advent trooper here. 69% chance. Pretty freaking good. There we go. We took him out. So now it's 4v1. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this guy to make a move. He's pretty far away from us. So I don't believe he's going to try to go for any shots. If he does, I'm putting 2 troopers in Overwatch. So when he does move, they'll engage. Yep, he did bolt. Alright, first shot missed. Second one? Second shot also missed. So there is a multiplier. Oh, someone's getting shot. Okay, good. He actually missed the shot, and I want to say this thanks to the cover and also hunkering down. Pretty good bonus for my guys here. Okay, he is in high cover, which is going to be an issue. Now, what we can do is we can attempt to flank around a little bit, but it's going to take a few turns to do so. I'm thinking that Creaky should move up some, maybe to this position right here. That'd be pretty good. We'll want someone on Overwatch, and the best person for this would be Daniel Martin here, because he does have the height advantage buff here. So we'll go ahead and put you, we'll actually have you reload, and then we'll put you on Overwatch. Excellent. Now, as for my other troopers, we have Potshot here. We can move him up some, but it's going to be a bit difficult to find a good high cover position. So I think I'm actually going to go move Creaky Solus over here and get him to a good flanking position on the enemy. Now, where do we want that to be? We want high cover, but this is pretty close. This is danger close to the enemy. I'm not a big fan of that, although that might be our best position to try to flank him. We're trying to drive the enemy back. That's our goal right now. I'm going to put you on Overwatch. And then we'll have both of our troopers here actually go move around and see if we can't flank this Advent officer. Now this is going to put him in a bind. This move is forcing the Advent trooper to do something. He has to move or else he is going to get hit. Now I actually don't have a line of sight against this guy right here. Okay, another thing I can do is I can move my I can move my clone trooper right here, or right here. I like this better actually, a bit farther away, a bit harder for the Advent trooper to hit me. I can move into this position and put him on Overwatch. We'll have 3 troopers on Overwatch on this one Advent soldier. And the 4th one is a good flanking position for next turn. We're really putting him in a pinch. Yep, he decided to bolt. Alright, first shot missed. Second shot, direct hit, but only did 3 damage. And third shot. Heck yeah.
Confirmed kill.
Nice.
Secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -15, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double. Covering fire, go!
Okay, you guys just heard Central. We need to move up and get these charges planted and get out of here. Oh, my control. Okay.
We have a limited window to act
That's a bit
before
weird.
Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double. -15, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
Alright guys, that is what you call a flawless victory. The only thing I could have done better is my first initial attack, I used a grenade and actually destroyed some gear that I could have picked up. Although, in hindsight, I wouldn't really want to move up my troopers anyways, because that would have put them in danger. 0 soldiers wounded, 0 of friendly soldiers killed, and 6 enemy soldiers killed. That's the best possible outcome for this mission. Alright, so we have some stats here. A post-mission, I guess, little screen here to give us some insight on our mission. We had a 100% successful shot rate, and that's when we choose to fire, not the Overwatch. Not to be confused. Overwatch oftentimes is used as a suppression method against your enemies, because they don't want to move if they're under Overwatch. They're not going to want to move like that. So we can kind of use that to outmaneuver them, and if they do move, they'll be punished. So Daniel's 5s did the most damage. He also made the most attacks, and most under fire was Captain Derpy. Not sure which one of those shinies that is, but definitely one of them are commended. I believe everyone's going to get a promotion here. And this is something that I'm a little scared of, I'll be perfectly honest. I'll tell you later. We're going to watch a few cutscenes and get right back into the action.
Our troops are making it look easy out there, Commander. All thanks to you.
Nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and promote Derpy and Solus. We're not going to actually upgrade Potshot or 5s, and I'll show you why in a second. Alright, so we got a Ranger.
Serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
So I imagine these Rangers to be the ultimate, like, Mandalorian soldier. You know, really close range, and it's got the pretty sick sword in the back too. Very useful, in fact. And especially when we start upgrading some of these perks over here, they become invaluable as a stealth unit. We'll go and continue here, and we'll go ahead and upgrade this guy. We'll promote him. So the thing I'm scared about is that it seems that the promotion mechanic is randomized. There are 4 different classes you can choose from. There is the Gernator, Specialist, this guy is. We have Ranger, and there's also the last one, which is a Sharpshooter.
Robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Alright, so Creaky Solus is a Specialist. These guys are really cool because I like to use them as my medics, and also they have a combat hacker tree right here, which is pretty useful. They're pretty good against robots, as well as very good with hacking any kind of enemy tech. Now, I'm not going to promote these two, because I know when I do this, they're either going to be a grenader or a sharpshooter. And I like my blue 501st to be our combat medic specialists. So I don't want to quite upgrade these two yet.